Do you ask why about literally everything like I do? So I've, I'll be honest, I've done hallucinogens in my life. And if you've ever done that, you're a little different for a while, and then reality is different. So think about that. Why is that? Why does reality change if you change? And it changes like pretty dramatically. It can be overwhelming in some experiences with hallucinogens for people, and like shatter their concepts of reality and open their eyes to other possibilities. And people have these really expanding experiences, or sometimes they get really scared and have scary experiences because they're scared. Then you're just told, oh, well, you were just hallucinating. Also, you were experiencing a different reality. Why? Why? And why is it when someone changes, reality changes? Even if they don't do a hallucinogen. Yeah, it ends up more subtle, and people can be changing slowly, working on themselves and making changes within, and then things happen differently, and reality has a way of making it all make so much sense until you try a hallucinogen. It happens so rapidly that it doesn't all make sense to you, and you're trying to make sense of it in that state and can get overwhelmed, possibly. Or you can have great epiphanies and then forget them later. Like a lot of people have that experience. But reality changes. I've even literally had experiences where reality kept shifting back and forth to two different realities while I was doing some shrooms. so, so I would think of uh, something one way, and then I'd literally see it all shift to that, and then I'd think another way, and it would shift to that, and it would keep shifting back and forth, and it was like, this is nuts. What is going on? Which one is it? Why is it all seeming so dependent on me? It was freaking me out a bit, but I can't help but ask why. I've just always been that way. I'm always asking why, everything. And it already makes sense to me that reality changes if I change. So that's why when I did shrooms, I changed, and reality changed. So I was experiencing a different reality. It's not that I was going crazy and I'm hallucinating. We might as well all say we're all always hallucinating. We just have a reality right now, I guess, maybe, possibly, that we're all collectively somewhat agreeing on, even though we're also experiencing different reality. Each one of us is experiencing a personal reality, a different reality based on who we are and what we've decided to take on. So, really think about that. What if you start undoing the things that you don't like that were forced down your throat? What if the things people kept telling you was true, but you didn't really have a choice? You just took it on thinking you believe them, trusting them, but it was never something that seemed good to you or um, conducive to good for you, like, think about that. What if you can start deciding instead? I know that I keep seeing things show up when I decide something, and it keeps happening, so I can't ignore that. And maybe since I've been questioning for so long, maybe I see it quickly because I'm willing to be open to that. Play with this idea and start seeing what you really want to be. Learn who you really are by your choices, completely your choices, not someone else's ideas forced on you. Start questioning. Question your behaviors. Question ones that don't feel good to you. Question your thoughts that don't feel good to you. Question societal constructs that don't feel good. Now this leads into something bigger. Reality is made by us. And a lot of the constructs are just perpetuated, and they don't even need to be there because there are already laws within reality that play out, but people aren't seeing them clearly. They don't know, they don't understand why, but it's playing out based on your state and your frequency and your choices, and collectively as well, all of that. So we all want to heal ourselves and become the authentic versions of ourselves, our true selves, and express that, because this is an intelligence. The entirety of reality is an intelligence of free will reflecting back to you, who you are, and your beliefs. And so if you keep believing something, the free will makes it so you experience that because that's your choice. Even if you're harming yourself by doing it, even if it's a distortion of the truth, because you feel the distortions of truth when you feel bad. That's another guidance system. If it feels bad, you're distorting the truth. And if it feels good, you're in harmony with the truth. You're in flow with the frequencies of this intelligence. And so use your guidance systems. Use all the feeling mechanisms you're built with. There is no separation between you and this whole of reality and all beings, all life, even all things, because all it is made of frequencies and light and energies. All of it is. When you believe a supplement is helpful, it's helpful because you believe it is. When you believe strongly in things, they help. When you keep telling yourself you're eating horrible and it's making you fat, then that's what you're doing. And I'm still learning about how to undo a lot of the things that I've done to myself, but it's working because I've been healing a lot of things by undoing things that I lived with for decades, literal decades. I'm almost 50. Things I've had since my 20s, well, actually since 19 years old, that are healing now because I'm believing in them healing. So they weren't healing before. I'm having so many experiences because I'm expanding my abilities and knowing of possibilities and knowing the laws of reality, which physics explains, which quantum physics explains, that everything is in potential until it's observed. And then the observer influences what it becomes. This is big, guys. Okay, I love you. Bye.